Hi everybody, today we will discuss about the boot process in different versions of Solaris. We have Solaris 9, Solaris 10 and we have Solaris 11 running here. So first we will go to Solaris, we will actually SSH to Solaris 9. First I want to check the IP address of the machine. So it is 192.168.0.9. I want to check whether I have a user called Don. So I will log in and grep Don. I don't have, so I will say user add Don, password Don. So login as done. So I logged in into the machine. So I am in Solaris 9. Version 9, SunOS 5.9. And I find out that my default run level is run level 3. And this file tells the system how to start a run level. These are scripts related to different run levels. If I want to go to run level 0, I run this script. If I want to go to run level 1, this, 6, this, and so on. So now I will go to a directory called spin and check whether I have a file called init. So this is the script which is started when I go to init phase. My boot process here has 4 phases. One is boot prompt phase, other one is boot programming phase, and the other one is kernel initialization, and the other one is init phase. In the init phase, I will be starting init script, and the init script will be reading the file etc init app. So the init app file will have the default run level, and also it will tell the system how to start a run level. So after reading the init and after reading this statement, it will execute scripts. So these are the scripts which is going to be executed. So if I go to spin directory and ls rc scripts, so I have rc0, rc1, rc2, those are the scripts which will be executed. So by default it's going to go to run level 3. It will run RCS and then it will go to RC3. So when it runs RCS, it will execute certain scripts which are in the etc rcs.d. So if I go to that directory, I see some scripts there. So any script starting with K, capital K, is in that script there are, if there are some services mentioned, those services will be killed. Any script which starting with S, those services will be starting. So the number is the order of start and stop. So actually networking is starting in run level S. Now if I go to another directory, so here a few services are starting. This script mounts the file system. Most of the other things are killed. In this run level, that is run level 2, many scripts are starting services. In this level, run level 3, which is related to run level 3, these scripts are started when we go to run level 3, when the system goes to run level 3, or when we change the run level from 2 to 3, it's run. So all these are starting, nothing is killed. So this is the default run level. All the services related to the servers, DHCP server, NFS server, Samba, Apache, everything is running. When I go to etc, when I display all the files or directories which are starting with RC, I found out there are certain directories here and there are certain files here. So let me try ls minus fd rc star. I just showed you these directories. So these directories have scripts which are started when I go to run level 0, run level 1, run level 2 or run level 3. But if I tell the computer, say init 5, go to run level 5, in run level 5 it's going to halt the system. So there is no need to have a directory, but we have a executable script here which is linked with a script in another place. So let me show you that. Remove the at sign. So I found out that it is linked with this. So when this script is run, right, I will be halting the systems, but I don't need a directory for that to halt a system. Now we will go to Solaris version 10. I want to just check the IP address. So I connected to, I'm trying to log into Solaris version 10. The IP address of that is given the same number 10. So 192.168.0.10. I'm currently logged in as Don, so I'm going to log in as Don as well because I just said SSH 192.168.0.10. It's asking for my password. I give my password. Okay. Init tab. I don't see much entries there. I have only 4 lines or so. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4 lines only. Yeah. So it doesn't talk about the default run level. It doesn't talk about how to start a run level. It doesn't say much about run level, but it talks about how to start a daemon called svc start d, which is going to start the SMF services. We still have the init file. We still have init tab file, but which has less entries now. But we go to the RC directories in etc. So ls minus l f d rc star. So I have all these RC directories, but some of them are still directories as in the earlier version, and we have still the same links. But we go to each and every of these directories. So I just say ls minus l rc star. So I found out, so in the first directory, rc0 directory, these are all links. Then in the rc0d directory, I have some services, some scripts, because it's in open boot prom. When I go to run level 1, I see most of them are killed, and I don't see anything about file systems, mounting file system here. But in Solaris 9, we saw that, right? So mounting file system is not done through this concept. But if I go to run level 2, I see most of them are starting. But when I go to run level 3, I see some services starting. All the files we saw in different RC scripts are actually originally created in a directory called etc init.d. So from here they are hard linked. Actually, those files are hard linked to these files. These scripts are whenever I want to make changes in scripts, I make changes here. I don't make changes in the individual RC scripts. So it has a nice graphical screen with a lot of options here. Solaris 11. As usual, we have multiple desktops. Okay, let me open a terminal. But here you find in the init.d directory we don't have much scripts as we found in Solaris 9. Solaris 9 had a lot, Solaris 10 had a few, and this has very few. Only few services are legacy. They start in legacy way. And when you go to rc0.t, we see this. In rc1.t, we see this. In rc2.t, only this. So very few are controlled by legacy way, controlled in the legacy way. In Solaris 10 and 11, we have everything, all the services are started by, most of the services are started by SMF. If you want to see them, I have only 2 legacy applications started by the old legacy method. These are the 2 legacy applications. Legacy run control. All others are started by SMF. If I check Solaris 10 machine, there are a lot of things started in the old legacy method. Lot of services. See, LRC, legacy run control. Many are started. So this is FMRI name, fault management resource identifier name. So this says that it is started by service management facility, and then this is the service category, and this is the service, and in this case this is the only service for this. If you want to start a service, I have to be an authorized user. So I can say SVC Adam enable and the FMRI name. So if I want to check that, I say SVCS -a and I grep, say I can grep the whole thing, or I can grep maybe part of that. So I see that it's online. If I want to stop it, I can stop by typing SVC disable. If I want to temporarily stop and start, I can put a T here, -T. There are few directories which are very important to remember. One is lib svc, lib svc. So this has a directory called bin, capture, manifest, method, monitors, and so on. If I go to the directory called method, I will see all the scripts. So if I say file, and these scripts are similar to those what we saw in Solaris 9. So it shows that it's a script. So when I go to another directory called var.svc, in that I will see the manifest, and I see the logs for each and every service is starting. So I can easily troubleshoot if there are problems, and I see the related profiles for the service. So if I go to manifest, so these are the different categories of services. So if I go to this directory, I can see all the logs related to all these services. I have the service category system, I have the service and the instance, and so on. So I have similar FMRI for that. There's another directory which is important, that is etc svc. In that directory we have the repository. So all changes done in SMF are saved in this repository. If there is any problem with this repository, we can repair the repository by going into this directory and then running this script. So we can use that script called restore repository. So this is what I wanted to tell you today. Thank you very much.